The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. So this day throughout the history of the church has been celebrated, but under different names. At one time it was the circumcision of Jesus, because that happened on the 8th day. But now we refer to it as the solemnity of the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Mother of God, recognizing her motherhood and what is meant by her motherhood. That she, who is of course a creature, created by God, was also the means by which he came into this world. A beautiful thing that the Lord chose to do through her acceptance, through her fiat, that word that we've been using this year as we use that for our stewardship theme. Fiat, saying, "Let it be done to me according to thy word." That way in which she lived and spoke at the moment of the Annunciation, the time that she conceived of Christ, but the way that she lived continuously throughout her life. Lord, let it be done to me according to thy word. We see in the gospel today this scene as after the birth of Christ, the shepherds arrive. The angels have announced to them that Christ has been born, and so they go to Bethlehem and they find Jesus in the manger like the angels had told them, and so they adore the Lord. And Mary, with this, allows it to happen. We see Mary throughout the Gospels, just whatever it is that the Lord does, she accepts it and she embraces it. And that becomes her own means of growing in holiness. That becomes her way of allowing Christ, God, to come into the world and to be active in the world. And so it is for us. We don't need to do extraordinary things. We just need to accept the Lord's will. He wants to use us to be his means by which he imparts his grace to the world. He wants to use us in our lives and the situations of our lives to lead us and to lead those around us in holiness. We just need to respond like Mary does. Let it be done to me according to thy word. Many people have been just eagerly longing for the end of 2020. Me, on the other hand, as I said at Thanksgiving, 2020 was like the best year of my life. Learned so many important lessons about myself, about family, deepening my own understanding of the importance of relationships, and spending time in prayer and the value of living a little bit quieter and simpler life. Learning to put my trust in God in a greater way. And as I say those things, I know some of you all had similar experiences, maybe have grown from them, or maybe missed the opportunity to do so. Experience those same things, but without growing from it. We can, of course, still, as we look back and we reflect on the prior year, we can still embrace those things. I said that 2020 was the best year of my life, though I fully expect 2021 to be even better, because that's the way the Lord is, right? Continuously leading greater and greater holiness, and using the events of the life, whatever they may be, to make that happen. But it doesn't happen automatic. Just like the challenges that our world faced in 2020, they're not gone now just because it's the new year. Nor does our growth in holiness and growth in God, it doesn't happen automatically. But it happens as we open ourselves to his will, as we place our faith in him, as we respond to him like Mary does. Let it be done to me according to thy word. And it does change us. Mary was changed in a very big way because of those words. She was changed as she gave birth to the Lord. She was changed as she listened to the witness, the testimony of the shepherds who told her what the angels had proclaimed to them. She is changed by those things and led closer to God. Likewise, the shepherds, by their encounter, by listening to the angel and then going and glorifying God and seeing the Christ child there in the manger, they're changed and they leave differently This weekend we'll celebrate the feast of the Epiphany of the Lord. The gospel story will be of the Magi who come and see Jesus and then leave in a very different way. We too are invited to be changed by God through the events of our own lives. So that way he would become more and more present for us, more and more present in us, more and more present in the world around us. Lord, let it be done unto us according to thy word. Let us stand as together we profess our faith. I believe in one God, in the Father, the Almighty,